Hey guys and ghouls, welcome back to the Cozy Ghost. I'm your host October, and welcome to a new little series that I'm starting in this new year called Cozy Ghost Babbles, where I get to babble on about whatever I want for roughly 10 minutes. Here's the reason I'm starting this series. 1, so you guys get more content. I know I don't post very often, but I think you guys should be able to enjoy more content. 2, so that I can get warmed up and used to talking about stuff to you guys, to this camera, to everything, just so that I'm more used to it all. And 3, to feed the YouTube algorithm. Because isn't that what it's all about at the end of the day, unfortunately? Putting as much content out as you possibly can. Ugh, it's a whole other topic if we were to get into that. But I have a little spinny wheel. A wheel that I can spin to come up with a random topic so that I can, talk for 10 minutes. And I came up with this idea because I saw a gay little tour by a pair of YouTubers who've been around since the dawn of YouTube. It was an amazing tour. I love Dan and Phil, so it was awesome to see them on tour. But they had this little segment where they were like, oh, you guys would listen to us talk about anything. So they talked about anything for a minute, man, and it was beautiful. It was great. But anyway, I was like, oh, interesting. I wonder if that would apply to me. Probably not, but I'm going to do it anyway, because why the fuck not? So let's get started. So let's get spinning, shall we? Let us spin this right up. See what today's topic is going to be to start us off. Today's topic is art, but what kind of art is the true question? Well, honestly, I can just talk. I'm just gonna talk. I like art. So let's talk about art. Let's talk about art in the sense that art doesn't have to be something physical. It doesn't. It just simply doesn't. But let's talk about painting. Painting is a fun and beautiful way to be expressive. It could be painting on a canvas, it could be painting on paper, it could be painting on stone. Painting is a really good way that people can express ideas, can express emotion, can work through things. It's just another awesome medium, And it's one of those things where I'm super jealous of people who can paint, because it's really hard. Painting something really well is really hard. And even painting something people really don't like abstract art, painted abstract art. Which is super weird to me, because it's just, you don't have to like it for it to be considered art, right? Even if you don't consider it art, it's still art to other people. So, I don't get it when people put down others for enjoying, abstract art, Sorry, let me just fill the screen. Because I really like art. I think it's nice. I like painting. What kind of paintings do I like? I really like Van Gogh. Van Gogh is really nice. I like the style of Salvador Dali, even though, I don't like him as a person. Picasso. Cubism isn't my style. I love those massive Renaissance paintings. Paintings of the Greek gods always get me. That's, what I always think of. And I love, portraits. I love art museums, actually. I love art museums. I love museums. Stick me in a museum and I will be thrilled. I will be extremely happy. I love museums. But talking about painting, because there's so many options. There's watercolor, there's acrylic, there's oil. It's I wish I could paint. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. Because color theory is a thing. Everyone was going on about color theory for a hot minute recently. They were like, oh my gosh, color theory this, color theory that. And I'm like, guys, yeah, it's hard. I'm not saying color theory is easy. Let's be real, it's not. But, color theory is in everything. But color theory is what makes paintings so beautiful. The way that the colors interact to make you feel a certain way. A painting of the ocean can be done in blues, sure, but it can also be done in black and white, and you'll still feel a certain way, and you'll still know it's the ocean. It could be done in green and gray and you'd still know it's the ocean. It could be purple, it could be orange. Like, color doesn't have to matter for something to be beautiful, and that's like so cool to me. And like, people who can paint people, that's impressive to me, because like, you're capturing somebody's essence in a painting. Like, you are capturing their features, their life, how they like existed. Maybe it's false, maybe it's not, but you're still capturing them. And it's like their face or their arms or their chest and like their body, and you're capturing a piece of them in a way that no one would ever be able to replicate. Nobody. And it's how we know people over time. Like, before we had photography, before we have recording, like, people are captured in paintings, in drawings, in sketchings, and we have to rely on that to have people be memorable. And it's like, going off of like the fact that paintings are physical, a lot of what we have today is records of people, like of people who are living right now. A lot of the records aren't physical anymore. Like, these are recordings that you are seeing online virtually. If I decided to delete this, it'd be gone forever. Like, we don't have physical things anymore.